So I am really excited to show you this tool, and this is amazing, really awesome. I had no idea that Roxxon was doing this. Roxxon has come up with their own version of the SOG Power Pint. Essentially that same weight and size class, and this is the M1. Now this has been out for a little bit, but it hasn't been available in the US until very recently. So I'm going to consider this like a brand new 2024 tool because we haven't been able to get it until now. So this is on their website. They have free shipping when you order over $20. I'll get into that later, but I think Roxxon is doing some huge things in the multi-tool world. So let's start with the pliers. These are spring-loaded pliers. So I know a lot of you love that. And then the pliers meet very well. We've got wire cutters, really, really cool. So let's go ahead, bring out the SOG Power Pint, because this is essentially the tool to beat in the class. So look at that, amazing. So what we have right here, I would say the Roxxon, I don't know, it's close. Some probably would argue the Roxxon's pliers are a little bit beefier. Perhaps, well, they're about the same. So really hard to say anything there. So these are spring-loaded, but with these you get the compound leverage. I love the Power Pint. So again, no disrespect against the Power Pint. So we've got the spring-load pliers, and then we do have some inside tools. Now, this reminds me a little bit of what Leatherman did with the Leap. So I always bring the Leap in as well. I think this was the tool Leatherman should have kept. This was essentially a SOG Power Pint sized wave. And with this, one of the things they did was, I guess it's out here, they added some very, very small tools right here. So it was on the outside, actually, not the inside, but this right here has a couple small tools on the inside. Now, on any other multi-tool, I would laugh at this and probably say why, but again, this is a very small tool, so I do give them credit for trying to use every space available. So what we have is a fairly nice looking wire cutter, nice little screwdriver. This right here, I guess, is to get out SD cards, and then we've got a micro screwdriver and then a bottle cap lifter. Now, this screwdriver I'd be very hesitant to use because this metal is very, very thin. So we've got that as well. And then that will be all the inside tools. And then we have this tool right here. Now, this is becoming very popular on a lot of small multi-tools to just add this pair of fingernail cutters rather, and all the ones I've used, work pretty good. So this one, the spring doesn't feel extremely strong, but it's probably all right. I'll let you guys test that out. I guess we could go ahead and, I don't know, well, we can get the jaws open to cut paracord wire, and I don't really feel like doing a whole, let's see. Let's do, yeah, so it cuts wire. So anyway, and I don't really feel like doing a whole fingernail cutting test at the moment. So let's go ahead and close this up. Now, this is not locking. I don't know that many of them are. And then we go ahead. And so actually, maybe it is. So no, that's for the tools underneath here. So these are locking. Oh, I see. So there we go. So these actually lock in place, which is really cool. And then you can unlock them right here. All right. So we've got the fingernail cutters, and then we do have the nail file. Again, not that excited about these two options right here, but those are options available. And then this is what I think is really cool as well. So not only the size of the tool, but this is really neat. So we have tweezers right here, which actually look pretty good right here. They're a little bit more reinforced, especially on this side. So that's pretty neat. And then what I really like too is we have this Phillips screwdriver, and with this, it works very well with the Leatherman adapter. So if you already have the Leatherman adapter, if you put it on a little bit sideways, it fits in there very snug. And then you can use your 1/4-inch bits, and there you go. That's pretty great kit right there, and it really fits on there. So a lot of times these wobble a lot. So for instance, on a lot of these cheap multi-tool 1/4-inch adapters, like this one right here, so it fits in this as well, but then if you can see, it has a lot of shake and wobble. But with the Leatherman adapter, it really fits on there pretty solid. So a lot more solid. It may not look like it, but it does feel more solid when it's on there. So pretty excited with that as well. So I think that is a great option. And again, these lock, and then you push down for them to unlock, and then you push up for them to be released out of the handle for easier access. So, and then we have a pair of scissors. Now I haven't tested these. These are very small. I'm not sure how these will do on paracord. Usually Roxxon does great with their scissors, but we'll see. So these very small. Let's see here. Well, they're not doing so good on paracord. Again, these are very small scissors. So yeah, they're chopping through, but so these scissors right here, yeah, so they will get through eventually, but nothing super exciting. Probably about on the same level as the SOG Power Pint, to be honest. Maybe a little bit better, but probably not too much better. And then we have a fairly nice knife blade. So I like that as well. So again, let's go ahead and bring out the Power Pint. And it does have 2 knife blades, but this knife blade you can see is significantly smaller than on the Roxxon. So I feel like Roxxon has an advantage there, at least with the one knife blade. It does seem a little bit heavier duty. So big fan of this. Really glad that Roxxon was able to bring this tool to the market. Again, not a huge fan of the scissor cutting stuff, the fingernails and the file. I don't really think you need that on this tool. I would have preferred to see some other tools on there, but I'm just glad they brought a plier-based version to the market. Now, a little while ago, I was really excited about this, but this is a scissor-based version. Again, I feel like this has a lot of potential. This is the HOU company, and I reviewed that. I was very excited about that as well. But this is really cool that finally SOG really does have a competitor with the Roxxon M1. I believe this comes in around $25, I think. So it's half the price of a Power Pint, and it's got a lot of great features. Now, let's talk about material and weight, and also this. So unfortunately, the Roxxon doesn't have a pocket clip. That's one of the things I would have loved to see on it, but it doesn't. It does have a little pouch. These are very similar to the same pouches that come with the M2 and the M1. So let's go ahead and dive into the specifics. So get this out of the way so the camera can focus a little bit better. So this is 130.8 grams. I just wrote in here, that's 4.5 ounces for those of us in the United States. And then it does say that the material is 3CR13 and 2CR13. So again, that will off-put some people, but a lot of these tools, I feel like, are holding up fairly well with that material. All right, so let's go ahead and just make sure I didn't miss any of these. So we've got neo-nose pliers, wire cutters, nail file, and then we've got the Phillips screwdriver, the knife, the bottle opener, the eject pen is what they call that, flat screwdriver big and small. So that is 15 and 16 over here. And then we have the regular pliers, the key ring, that's one thing I missed, tweezers, scissors, nail clippers, wire stripper, and the ruler. So the key ring and the ruler. So it does, It does have a ruler right here as well. So we've got inches and metric. And then on the back here, let's see, I saw it a little while ago, we have a lanyard holder. So they snuck it in here, and it's on the back of the handle. So let's go ahead and refer to this again, where they have the lanyard, the ruler, wire stripper, scissors, the key ring number 4. So it's actually at the top right here. Okay, so right here is where it was. I was looking at the bottom. It's actually at the top. So this way you can attach it on your key ring, or you can get those clips like I have on my Leatherman Leap and then add a pocket clip on it that way. So that's a pretty good option as well. So again, very excited about this tool. I'm going to be talking a lot more about Roxxon in the upcoming days, I think, just because they're doing some really great things with their company. So very happy the M1 is finally here.